It's just a dash. Happy Thursday. We're 5 days away from 4th of July. And on the news this morning, they said you would literally have to be insane to try and fly this weekend.
Guess who's flying?
Guess who's flying tomorrow?
You.
Finally going back to Cali. My goodness, there's so many stories to talk about. You know, and since 4th of July is 5 days away, before we start the timer, I'm just going to play this real quick because it's America's favorite pastime. Here we go. Bravo to third. Hamilton took it. He throws the first. Domingo Herman. Domingo Herman has pitched a perfect game, and it's unfortunate that it happened in Oakland because the Athletics they're seriously the worst team in the MLB. Nobody was there to witness the 24th perfect game ever thrown in MLB history. How cool is that?
Super cool.
Wow, you do not care.
Nope. Literally, the whole thing you said just went right over my head. I didn't even hear what you said, to be honest.
Starting the timer. Do you? Let's talk about something you care about. Where do you want to go? You want to go Madonna?
Oh my God.
You want to go ketchup?
There's so many things. Okay, Madonna. Let's start there because I care about her. She was in intensive care unit recently. She just got let out, so everything is fine now. But she had a bacterial infection and was found unresponsive. We almost lost another icon.
What kind of bacterial infection makes you unresponsive? And she had to be intubated too, which is, I mean, that's serious stuff. You hear intubation, you're like, oh my gosh, wow. She no longer has tubes down her throat. And her friend Rosie O'Donnell updated everybody saying that she is out of ICU and will have a full recovery. But yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, I don't know what can do that. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy diseases and infections out there that can just kill you like that. Scary.
I never pay attention to diseases. I'm just a material girl living in a material world. I don't take you know what I mean?
Well, good for you.
Ketchup right now.
Ketchup. Okay.
Do you put it in the fridge or pantry?
Refrigerator, of course. What do you put it in?
Me too. Now, families get in violent verbal arguments over this. And I know that for a fact because that's my family. And my family insists that it goes in the pantry.
No. What? I've never heard of that in my life. They're crazy. Sorry, David. You come from a line of crazy people.
I agree. And there's nothing better than, you got a hot dog or a hot hamburger and you put the cool ketchup on there. That's been in the fridge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't put it in the pantry.
No. Well, also ketchup. Speaking of ketchup, Pepsi is infusing ketchup with Pepsi Cola just for baseball games and 4th of July. So that's interesting. I'd try it.
I love this. It's called Cola Chup. In limited time. It's going to be at 4 ballparks. And it makes sense. Ketchup is full of sugar, like just full of sugar. So what I'm thinking is that they replace, in lieu of the sugar, they're using the Pepsi sweetener, whatever sweetener they use to flavor Pepsi. I'm down. I want to try this.
I do too, but unfortunately I won't because I'd have to go to a baseball game in order to try this, and I'm not doing it.
You hate sports.
No, I mean, I do. I don't like them at all. But I enjoy going to the games because, I can people watch and stuff. But watching it from TV, from home, no, it's so boring. I would rather do anything else.
I'm with you on that because it is a slow paced sport. I totally agree with you on that. Even though I am a fan of baseball, it's difficult to sit there and watch on television. What about gambling? Do you gamble at all?
Yes, I do. It's been a while, but yeah, I used to really like it.
Who's the bigger gambler, you or Alex?
That's a tough one. I'm much, much more responsible than he is when it comes to
women typically
money and
are.
Gambling. Yeah. I mean, I guess he kind of gambles with everything. Like, I mean, he does crypto and NFTs and this, that, and all the others. So I feel like he's probably gambling every day. So I only like to do it, in Vegas.
Oh my gosh, good for him. I could never do the crypto stuff. And speaking of Vegas, I know you've been there a lot, being a world-renowned DJ. and I know you get booked for gigs in Vegas often. This will never happen to me. I never have this kind of luck, but I love it's McCarran Airport in Vegas. My favorite thing is when you leave, you see people who have like gambled everything away. They're just like on the ground, passed out. You can tell that they've lost everything. They're just so depressed. This never happens to me. Somebody gambled on the Wheel of Fortune machine in Terminal 1 and actually won $1.3 million.
Wow. Good for them. That's amazing. That's like a once in a lifetime story.
Yeah, you're leaving Las Vegas, and that's the way you end your vacation. I mean, they were done. What kind of luck do you have to have for that to happen?
And what stakes was he playing? That's what I want to know. Like, you're not playing.
It was a Wheel of Fortune slot machine.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, you're not playing penny slots to win that big of amount of money. It
may have been like one of those dollar machines, probably. I mean, I mean, the fact that you can win on a slot machine at the airport in Las Vegas, $1.3 million.
I never play slots. They have the worst odds. So I never play slots.
I agree. I'm blackjack. What about you?
Yeah, blackjack's my all-time favorite. I like baccarat and occasionally poker, but poker takes too long. That's like something you kind of do like with your friends.
Right. Okay. You sound like an addict. We need a 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh my gosh.